Understanding dynamic assignment in Byte Buddy for generic return types. The problem: casting issues with generics in Byte Buddy. When generating bytecode that involves generic types, you might encounter runtime ClassCastException or similar errors if the generics are not handled properly, especially with wildcards and bounded generics. Consider this example setup using Byte Buddy. You create a generic type representing supplier, extends mySuperClass. You define a private final field of this supplier type. You add a method $get that returns the result of supplier.get, but typed as mySuperClass. However, at runtime, the call to $get fails without an explicit dynamic assignment in the method interception. Why does this happen? Java compiler versus bytecode. Java's compiler inserts implicit casts for generic types to guarantee type safety at compile time. Though you don't see these casts in your code, they exist in the compiled bytecode. Byte Buddy generates bytecode directly. When Byte Buddy generates methods, it must explicitly insert those cast operations, since they aren't added implicitly. Covariant return with wildcards. Your supplier has a return type like extends mySuperClass. This means it might return any subtype of mySuperClass, so at the bytecode level, a cast is required to ensure the return type matches exactly mySuperClass. The solution: use assigner typing.dynamic. When defining your method interception, use with assigner, assigner.default, assigner typing.dynamic. This tells Byte Buddy to insert the necessary cast dynamically at runtime, aligning with the expected generic type. Key takeaways: generics in bytecode require explicit casts. Byte Buddy must handle generic bounds and wildcard casting explicitly. Dynamic assignment enables safe casting. It allows the code to work safely with covariant return types and wildcards. Simulate what the compiler does. This pattern replicates the implicit casts a Java compiler adds. By understanding that Byte Buddy generates bytecode directly, you realize why dynamic casting has to be explicitly specified when dealing with generics. Using assigner typing.dynamic ensures that your generated methods behave correctly at runtime.